Hello everyone and welcome to lesson 16.1B. I've entitled this video, Natural Resources of South Asia. This video is going to cover pages 495 to 497. South Asia's natural resources. South Asia has many natural resources, but they are not evenly distributed. As South Asia's largest country, India has the most productive land, as well as water and mineral resources. Question 1. Which South Asian country has the most productive land as well as water and mineral resources? India. Water resources. South Asians depend on rivers for irrigation, drinking, and household water, and transportation. Water in rivers is also considered sacred in Hinduism, the principal religion in India. Hindus revere the Ganges, named for the goddess Ganga. Today, water is an important source of energy for South Asia. Mountains provide swift-flowing rivers that can be used to generate electricity. Several dams, such as the Narmada River Project, are being built, but hundreds more are planned. The Indian government argues that the projects will provide water for drinking, irrigation, and electricity. Opponents point out that areas must be flooded to build dams. This will displace millions of people and destroy ecosystems. They favor smaller-scale projects and traditional ways to manage water needs. Question number 2. What are the 4 major uses of rivers for the people of South Asia? Irrigation, drinking water, household water, transportation. Question 3. What is the principal religion in India? Hinduism. Question 4. How does Hinduism view water in rivers? They believe that the water is sacred in their religion. Question 5. As many of the other places we have studied this year, how do South Asians use water for energy? They use it to generate hydroelectric power. Question 6. What 3 reasons do the proponents, those in favor, give for why dams need to be built in India? They believe that the water will be used for drinking, irrigation, and electricity. Question number 7. What reasons are given by the opponents, those against, as to why India should not build the large dams? Well, the opponents point out that you have to flood areas to build these dams, and that's going to displace or force out millions of people from where they live, and it's also going to destroy ecosystems. That's why they favor other things like smaller scale projects and traditional ways to manage the water. Mineral and energy resources. India has most of South Asia's mineral resources. These include iron ore, manganese, and chromite, all used in making steel. India also has large quantities of mica, a rock used to manufacture electrical equipment. Here are some things that mica can be used for. Question number 8. What are 3 mineral resources that India has in abundance that are used in making steel? Iron ore, manganese, and chromite. Question 9. India has large quantities of mica. What is mica used for? Well, here are a lot of things that mica is used for, but for your book's purpose, manufacturing electrical equipment. Nepal's natural resources include mica and copper. To the south, Sri Lanka boasts some of the world's finest gemstones, including sapphires and rubies. Sri Lanka also has large quantities of graphite. This is the lead that is used in pencils. Graphite is also used in batteries and as a lubricant. Question number 10. What 2 mineral resources does Nepal have in abundance? Mica and copper. Question 11. What 2 gemstones are found in Sri Lanka? You have those beautiful sapphires and those amazing rubies. Question 12. What is another resource found in Sri Lanka? Graphite. Question 13. What are the 3 main uses for graphite? It is now used in pencils instead of lead, what people used to use in pencils. Now it's graphite, so it's known for pencils, but it's also used in batteries and as a lubricant. South Asia has several important petroleum reserves. They are located in northern Pakistan and near the Ganges Delta. Exploration in the Arabian Sea has yielded some oil. One offshore oil field was discovered in the mid-1970s about 100 miles west of the Mumbai-Bombay coast. The field accounted for a large portion of India's domestic oil production. Overall, though, South Asia depends on imported oil. Natural gas fields are found in southern Pakistan and in Bangladesh. India also has an important deposit of uranium north of the Eastern Ghats. The uranium is used in the country's nuclear power plants. Question number 14. While South Asia does have some petroleum reserves and some domestic oil production, how does South Asia get much of its oil? From importing it from other parts of the world. 15. India has an important deposit of uranium. What do they use the uranium for? They use it in their nuclear power plants. Question 16 is on the next slide. Forest and wildlife. Like rivers, forests have greatly influenced the history of South Asia. In colonial times, when the British ruled much of the subcontinent, forests were admired for their beauty, but exploited for their commercial value. Imported timber resources then included teak, sal, and sandalwood. The woods are still valuable today. There is much debate about how they should be used or whether they should be conserved. Each kind of wood has qualities that make it valuable. Teak, pictured here, is a strong, attractive wood used to make high-quality furniture. Sal is a hardwood used for construction. Sandalwood, with its sweet scent, is often used to make decorative objects. Question number 16. What are the three main types of wood found in South Asia that are sold for their commercial value? You have teak, sal, and sandalwood. Question number 17. What makes teak wood valuable? It's strong and attractive, and it's used in making high-quality furniture. Question 18. What makes sal wood valuable? It's hard, and it's used in construction. And question number 19. What makes sandalwood valuable? Well, it's got a sweet scent, and people often use it to make things that are for decorations, decorative objects. Forests are, however, more than resources for wood products. They take in carbon dioxide, a greenhouse gas, and release oxygen. Tree roots hold soil in place, reducing erosion. People live in the forest and depend on leaves and fruits for food. Forests also provide habitat for much of South Asia's unique wildlife. Indian forests, for example, are home to 3 of the Earth's most endangered mammals: the tiger, the Asian elephant, and the one-horned rhinoceros. South Asians are working to reverse some of the region's wildlife losses. The creation of wildlife reserves and laws controlling hunting and logging has started to make a difference. Question number 20. How do trees that are not cut down help our planet? Well, they take in carbon dioxide, which is a greenhouse gas, and they convert it into oxygen. So they get rid of the bad stuff that hurt our planet, and they produce good stuff. They also hold soil in place, which reduces erosion. So we don't want erosion to occur, because when that does happen, we lose good farm soil. And so tree roots prevent erosion. Question 21. How do trees that are not cut down help humans? Well, humans that live in the forested areas can depend on the leaves and the fruit for food, as well as all the benefits they give to helping the environment. Question 22. How do trees that are not cut down help animals? Well, these trees provide a habitat for Asia's unique wildlife. So it gives a place to live for the animals. Question 23. What are 3 endangered mammals that call India their home? You have this beautiful creature right here, the tiger. You wouldn't want to mess with that, though. You have the Asian elephant, and you have the one-horned rhinoceros. And finally, question 24. What are some ways in which South Asians are trying to help reverse wildlife losses? Well, they have created some wildlife reserves, and they've made laws to try to control the hunting of these beautiful animals and the logging of the trees. And hopefully that's going to make a difference. Well, thank you so much for watching. Before we go, because we did have a mention of an elephant, I have a Far Side cartoon here with an elephant as part of the joke. And the murderer is the butler. Yes, the butler, who I'm convinced first gored the colonel to death before trampling him to smithereens. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.